So this time around we have a Nike box, and this is the new style of boxes, guys. You are already familiar with all that. Let me go ahead and show you right away what are we having today, and this one is very special to me. It's the Air Max Sensation in the black, white, and varsity royale. Original retail for $160, but I didn't pay any near of that. For those of you that are a little bit younger, Air Sensation used to be known as Air Max2 C. So CW stands for Chris Webber, of course, and this was the first and only signature model created by Nike for Chris Webber. I think after that they split because of Chris Webber was insisting of having a cheaper shoe made for him, for his fans, and for the market. But Nike, being Nike, created this masterpiece, which was the very first Nike basketball shoe to feature visible Forefoot Air. And you can see when this shoe came out in '94, literally everybody was blown away. You know, obviously very close after that, Air Max 95 came out with that visible Forefoot Air as well, but this one was the very first. My best friend bought this shoe, and I was always jealous because I could not even afford to take a picture of that shoe, to be honest. So what's so unique about it? I mean, this shoe carries the same design language. You guys are familiar from the Air Jordan 10. Those of you that have a Jordan 10, any of the colorways, you guys know this wave that it's going on the both medial and the lateral side of the Jordan 10, and they're kind of the same here, same design language, even with the lace loops. Here are a little bit different, of course, but you know what I mean, like the same design going on around, for lack of a better explanation. You know, obviously this one, when it came out, featured the first draft of Air Max 2, and the Air Max 2 was such a new technology. It was a different pillar inside, kind of like of a horseshoe look, if I can explain it this way, and of course it was visible from the bottom as well. Barely you can see Nike here now through this window. Back in the day it was a lot easier, and they featured a different pressure, 5 for the one and 25 for the other one. I believe the 25 was the one in the middle, and then the 5 was the one on the side, but don't quote me on that, I totally forgot about that. And then at the front we had the more of a standard looking Air Max unit. Of course, they are now so popular. You know, Air Max unit, if the evolution went after that, and I have this little pamphlet here that I've shown you before from '98, where this kind of it was the movement after that shoe, with the zoom, with the total air, where the whole air unit was visible in the bottom. And then for the basketball, some of the models had kind of separated, but the one on the heel was a little bigger than this one. So you know, that was the first step, but then, you know, progression and evolution with Nike continued. What I like about this retro is genuine leather. The use of genuine leather, just like the original pair, features genuine leather tumbled for these panels, and then of course this synthetic nubuck or durabook overlay. Little swoosh here, a little swoosh over there. This was a nice touch. Really made you wonder what the shoe is from far away. If you're not getting closer, there was no like giant swooshes. I'm really a huge fan of small swooshes on the shoes. One thing on the outsole, there was no Nike whatsoever, which is one of those things that were kind of weird for back in the day. You know, herringbone on the back and forefoot here, but no Nike, no swoosh, no nothing. Obviously the original pair had the Chris Webber logo here instead of the Nike swoosh. It was CW with a little basketball net, and then his number 2 was right here where it says Air. Unfortunately, they don't have the rights, or I don't think how, you know, they don't want to pay money to him, I guess, to have that again. But yeah, it is what it is. At least for the majority of the shoe, they're still the same. All the other one, you know, synthetic Durabook, synthetic nubook on the blue as well. Neoprene around these pods. I kind of don't remember being neoprene on the original one, but again, it's been over 20 years, so you know, obviously I cannot remember everything up to a certain detail. Kept the shape, kept the bungees and that lacing system. You can definitely wear them without even lacing them up properly, because these bungees will not let your foot go anywhere. The 94 Air Max logo, which was different, kind of awesome. The tongue is synthetic leather. Again, I don't remember that being like that on the original, but you know, down here we have a little bit of a mesh, and down up here is that synthetic leather. Of course, the tongue itself was held by bungees for the bottom. Let me see if I can pull this and try to show it to you, because with these bungees it's so hard to show anything inside. Well, Nike Air on the insole, that's good. And then yeah, the tongue is still held by bungees, but unfortunately it's super hard to show. I don't even know how to show it. You know, even if I unlace them, the tongue is not going anywhere because of the bungees. So trust me on that one, it's there. Kind of on the thin side. I remember the original one was thicker, padding was thicker, but we know how it is these days. Let's see the label here, 8.5. So produced in August 26, 2015. So almost a year since they were produced. That's kind of interesting. So I was planning to pick up the white pair as well. Unfortunately, they disappeared from most sites because they were the first one to come out, and they are actually the one that feature more genuine leather on them. But you know, I keep my eye out there. Hopefully, I'm going to see a pair that's going to be for a price that I like. You know, under $100, 80 around, or even less, even better. These I grabbed from Villa alongside with another pair. I'm going to show you another video. So they came around 80, I think 80 a piece. Yeah. So from 160, you know, twice, you know, half the price. I think it's a pretty good deal. I think back in the day when they came originally, they were like, I think they were the most expensive Nike shoe, even more expensive than the Jordan. I believe 135 or 145 was the retail. So they were kind of a very expensive shoe. I mean, my best friend, I remember he spent a lot of money on getting these, and he sold them like a couple months later because everybody was so afraid of, you know, popping this window. You know, when you have a chance to buy one or maximum 2 shoes throughout the year, you don't want to step on a nail or a glass outside and popping these. And we've seen kids that did that, and that was, you know, horrible. They were filling with water when they walk out in the rain, and you know, dirt, and it's definitely not pretty. So yeah, we kind of stayed away from these and kept to the ones that are without visible air, or even better, Reebok. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I love these shoes. These, I think Nike did a pretty good job with the retro of this shoe. I think for the majority of the panels and everything being good, genuine leather, accurate representation, good craftsmanship, I think they put some thought in that, and I appreciate that. You know, I cannot say anything bad when I see a good execution. And obviously, nobody wants to pay the retail. 160, I think, in my mind, is a bit too much. But hey, that's why you wait and you get them for when the price drops. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you again for sticking out with me. Stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to collectivekicks.com for more sneaker news, reviews, and history articles. Of course, as always, hit the thumbs up if you like the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.